Rethinking traditional education. Top 15 alternative approaches. Traditional education, with its focus on standardized curriculum, teacher-led instruction, and rigid classroom structures, may not be the best fit for all students. In recent years, there has been a growing interest in alternative approaches to education that prioritize individualized learning, student autonomy, and diverse methods of instruction. Here, we will explore some alternative approaches to traditional education that have gained popularity in recent years. 1. Project-based learning. Project-based learning focuses on students engaging in real-world, hands-on projects to develop their knowledge and skills. Instead of passively receiving information, students actively participate in the learning process, solving real-world problems, collaborating with peers, and applying critical thinking skills. This approach allows students to develop a deeper understanding of concepts and encourages creativity and innovation. 2. Montessori Education. Montessori education is an alternative approach that emphasizes self-directed learning, hands-on exploration, and mixed-age classrooms. Developed by Dr. Maria Montessori, this approach views students as individuals with unique strengths and interests, and encourages them to learn at their own pace, follow their own interests, and engage in self-directed activities that promote independence and self-discipline. 3. Waldorf Education. Waldorf education, developed by Rudolf Steiner, emphasizes a holistic approach to education, focusing on the development of the whole child, including their intellectual, emotional, social, and artistic capacities. It incorporates a rich curriculum that includes arts, music, movement, and practical skills, and encourages students to engage in imaginative play and creative expression. 4. Online and blended learning. With advancements in technology, online and blended learning approaches have gained popularity. Online learning involves using digital platforms to deliver educational content, while blended learning combines online learning with traditional face-to-face instruction. These approaches offer flexibility in terms of time and place, and can be tailored to individual learning needs. 5. Homeschooling and unschooling. Homeschooling and unschooling are alternative approaches that involve parents or guardians taking on the responsibility of educating their children outside of the traditional school system. Homeschooling allows for personalized learning, flexibility, and individualized attention, while unschooling promotes self-directed learning based on the child's interests and passions. 6. Experiential learning. Experiential learning involves learning through direct experiences, such as internships, apprenticeships, field trips, and hands-on activities. This approach emphasizes learning by doing, and allows students to apply theoretical knowledge to real-world situations, fostering practical skills and critical thinking abilities. 7. Outdoor education. Outdoor education is an alternative approach that involves learning in natural settings, such as forests, mountains, or beaches. It promotes experiential learning, environmental awareness, and physical activity, and encourages students to connect with nature and develop a sense of stewardship towards the environment. 8. Competency-based education. Competency-based education focuses on students mastering specific skills or competencies, rather than progressing through a set curriculum. Students advance at their own pace and demonstrate their mastery of competencies through assessments, projects, or portfolios. This approach allows for personalized learning and ensures that students acquire the necessary skills for real-world applications. 9. Community-based learning. Community-based learning involves students engaging with their local community to address real-world issues and contribute to their community's well-being. This approach integrates community service, civic engagement, and academic learning, allowing students to apply their knowledge and skills to authentic community needs, and fostering a sense of civic responsibility and social awareness. 10. Dual language education. Dual language education, also known as bilingual education, involves students learning in 2 or more languages. This approach promotes language proficiency and cultural awareness, and prepares students to be global citizens in a multicultural world. Dual language education can be implemented in various ways, such as immersion programs, bilingual classrooms, or bilingual schools. 11. Microschools. Microschools are small, independent schools that typically serve a small number of students and emphasize personalized learning and close relationships between students and teachers. Microschools often have flexible curricula and schedules, and leverage technology to support individualized instruction and project-based learning. This approach allows for customization of learning experiences and promotes strong teacher-student relationships. 12. Democratic education. Democratic education is an approach that involves students participating in decision-making processes related to their education and school governance. It emphasizes student voice, choice, and agency, and encourages students to actively participate in shaping their own learning experiences and school community. Democratic schools often have a collaborative and inclusive environment where students and teachers work together as partners in the learning process. 13. Arts-based education. Arts-based education incorporates the arts, such as visual arts, music, drama, dance, or literature, as central components of the curriculum. This approach promotes creativity, self-expression, and critical thinking skills, and encourages students to engage in artistic processes to deepen their understanding of various subjects. 14. Global education. Global education focuses on preparing students to be global citizens who are knowledgeable about global issues, cultures, and interconnectedness. This approach promotes cross-cultural understanding, global perspectives, and global competence, and encourages students to think critically about global challenges and engage in solutions-oriented thinking. 15. Self-directed learning. Self-directed learning is an approach that places the responsibility of learning on the learner, allowing them to take control of their own learning journey. This approach promotes autonomy, self-motivation, and lifelong learning skills, and encourages students to pursue their own interests, set their learning goals, and design their own learning paths. In conclusion, alternative approaches to education are challenging the traditional model by offering innovative ways of engaging learners and tailoring education to individual needs. These approaches focus on student-centered learning, hands-on experiences, and practical skills development, and are gaining popularity as educators and policymakers rethink the way we educate our future generations.